World of Coffee is proudly presented by Piazzadoro, served in all good cafes and now in all good homes. Hi guys, I'm Yana Stavru and welcome to another week of World of Coffee. On this week's episode, we venture out into the CBD and catch up with the team at Extraction Cafe. Following on from last week's interview with model Natasha Verkijk, we feature her World of Coffee photo shoot. We've called it Scent of Natasha. We also continue with part 2 of Justin's Sumatran coffee adventure. And we finish once again with some great brewing tips with coffee at home. So it's a jam-packed show guys, let's get cracking.
A little bit about Extraction Cafe and what you guys do here.
Extraction Cafe, well, we've been here about 10.5 months, servicing the family court, Federal Magistrates Court. Good coffee, good food, great desserts.
And what inspired you to get into this industry, and especially the coffee side of things? Because I can see you're doing some great coffee downstairs.
Look, I've always loved the industry, always been in it, always grown up with the family in it as well. Just very much a people's person, so I love having a chat, love meeting a lot of people and getting out there.
Melbourne coffee scene, why is it globally recognised as, to me, the best?
The best? Look, I have to agree with you. They're definitely the best. I think with so many different cultures that we have in Australia, we get so many different traditions and so forth of roasting and style that it's the way that everyone makes their coffee, everyone's out to achieve the best. The way it's from where it is 10 years ago to where it is now, it's an art form. Whereas back then it was I'm just making a cup of coffee. So for a lot of people, it's what they do and it's their passion. It's what they live for. So it's definitely come a long, long way.
Extraction Cafe, what are you guys recognised for here in Melbourne?
Good quality coffee, good fresh food every single day, great catering, and just friendly smiles. We're in a building.
I love the smiles. Love the smiles.
We're in a building that is recognised as a big damper on people being in the family court, where you got people's lives being torn apart. So they definitely come in here to have a laugh with us and have a talk with us and get their day positive again.
Advice for people who wish to come into the cafe industry? Have you got any solid advice?
Be prepared to do a lot of hours. There's a lot into it. Oh, look, it's not easy, but if you're definitely in the people game and you love having a chat, it's definitely an industry to look into. But again, be prepared for the long hours, the big days. It doesn't come easily.
Ask you a question. I love coffee because
it wakes me up in the morning.
It wakes him up in the morning. Nick, thank you very much for spending some time on the World of Coffee. Good luck with the business and happy extracting.
Thank you very much.
What we've really noticed here in Sumatra today is coffee is very important to the whole community and all the little communities throughout the area that we're visiting around the Lake Toba region. Most of the farmers are subsistence farmers, meaning they actually grow other crops apart from coffee, but as we drove around today, you could see most front porches of houses in Sumatra would have some coffee drying naturally out in the sunlight, getting turned over by hand, mostly for their own consumption, also for sales to their neighbours and to other people within their community.
so what we have here, we have the coffee cherry. We're currently here in Sumatra on the second pick of the crop. As you can see, the cherry, it's not all completely red and ripe. We've got a lot of green ones in there. So typically what we would call that as being hand stripped, so not all of it's been ripened at the one time. We have a very strong fruit ferment smell here. Apparently this coffee was picked yesterday and it's going to sit in this bucket of water for the rest of the day, and then they're going to lay it out and dry it tomorrow. Ibrahim, what do we do in regards to the coffee's fermentation process here in Sumatra?
Okay, in Sumatra, the way they do the fermentation is different than what they do in Central America, where the correct way of fermentation, you have to ferment it in water, in water tanks. But here, if you do want to achieve a little bit of acidity, a little bit of winey, you keep into these bags, these white bags, overnight or a day and a half. But you can't go longer than that, where it's going to be very fermented and it's very difficult to dry. Yeah. So in this way, this is what the North, the Mandelings people would like to do.
So this is the typical characteristic of this particular region.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have here is the mechanical pulper. So the coffee cherry that falls down into this chute here, there is actually a drum that rotates with like spikes on it that actually rip and remove the cherry skin from the coffee bean itself. And what we actually end up having is the coffee left in parchment. Okay, it's very greasy and slimy, okay, as you can see. Okay, that's the part that we want, but there's also around here is the other part, which is the byproduct of the cherry, which is the skin. Okay, so there again, it's all wet and slimy. Okay, they typically use this, they let that dry and reuse it on the plantations as fertiliser. So after the actual pulping of the coffee, the parchment is actually laid out here on these concrete patios, and as you can see, the boys here are raking. They'll turn this coffee over a number of times during the day, and that is to try and maintain an even drying method of the coffee. Right, so welcome to the mechanical pulper area. So what happens here is after that parchment actually has dried, what will happen is the guys will pour sacks and sacks of the parchment into this floor trap, which then will be brought up and into the pulper itself, and all the green bean will fall in. The byproduct of the parchment will actually shoot out the back of this room, and that's used as another recyclable byproduct. So here are the guys that work here at the processing plant. Their typical day would start by going out to the plantations and picking the red cherries. They'll bring that back, they'll do the pulping, they'll do the hulling, they'll do the raking of the coffee to make sure that it's dry. End of the day, they'd be bagging up the dried coffee, ready to ship up to Medan, and then they'd probably have a little bit of a rest until tomorrow. We're just having some of the locally brewed coffee, very sweet and actually quite milky as well, but a wonderful product, a wonderful product. I love Sumatra. I love Sumatran coffee.
It's good. It's a local coffee, and it's been roasted in a wok, and brown sugar's been added to it. It's quite sweet, and it's been mixed with just a little bit of milk. Beautiful.
Pretty much today is a coffee-inspired shoot, and I'm going to be in different poses, laying down in coffee. We've only just started, but the shots so far look really, really nice.
Very much a glamour type look of a naked looking female half buried into the coffee, so shot from above. We try to get that nice sensual, not sexual but sensual, that beautiful look.
So 100 kilos of coffee and the poor girl has been in there for about an hour. So I feel kind of sorry for her, but it'll all be worth it.
We then went on to throwing some coffee to get that beautiful movement, nearly like bees, and swarming her and wrapping around and becoming her clothes. So the feeling was this feeling of, the beans were actually flying up to create a gown, which came together amazingly. I was really happy how that looked. Vicky's put together this really nice calico type material, and we just stained it up with coffee grounds and did more like a high-end fashion shoot on top of the coffee mound that we've got sitting behind us.
So I decided to use calico so that it would basically resemble what coffee beans are packaged in, and that's where I've got my inspiration from, and also because I didn't mind if it was trashed. We dressed her in the calico and then decided to squirt coffee in different patterns over her dress, so that was pretty cool and I thought it looked amazing. We're going to do a shoot with the paintings that I'm doing at the moment, where Natasha will be holding a painter's palette, and it's as if she's painted them, so she's getting all the credit for the painting.
So the whole background's painted coffee, and she, at the moment, right now, she's actually doing body paint and makeup on Natasha using coffee. And if time lets us, we're going to make up this thick, rich tar coffee mixture and just cover Natasha in it and have it more like this liquid bronze brown colour oozing off her to just finish the shoot off like she's a living short black. Every coffee shop has its own flavour, its taste, its smells, and that's a little bit what we've been doing today. We've put different flavours, tastes and smells to the photos, and this will suit this coffee shop and this will be more the feel of this coffee shop. Everybody who likes a cup of coffee will agree that when they take their time out to actually stop and sniff their cup of coffee first, and if they're at a really good place, they appreciate their coffee so much more.
Never say no to a Peter Coulson shoot ever. I think it's amazing. He very inspires me. I love working with Peter. It just gives me a lot of freedom to do what I want. And Natasha's just one of the most amazing models. She's just the way she performs in front of the camera. You just know you're going to nail the shots.
It's been more than 10 hours, and obviously, I've been covered in coffee, and it's been a very long and interesting day, very fun, and I'm glad that I, got it all off, and I'm clean and fresh, and I'm actually going to make a coffee. Funny enough.
Here at the World of Coffee, we want you to experience just how amazing coffee can be, so we have created a unique and amazing blend, Scent of Natasha, a limited edition custom roast inspired by the one and only Natasha Verkijk, which is sexy, sensual and beautiful. Jump online at www.worldofcoffee.com.au to discover a whole new world of coffee, to experience coffee like never before.
To really enjoy your coffee experience and get the most out of every cup, make sure you download your free World of Coffee iPhone app. It's all you'll ever need for your caffeine hit wherever you are. It includes the Cafe Finder, World of Coffee TV wherever you are, and the World of Coffee magazine. It's your own personal portal to caffeine nirvana. It's free, it's easy, it's the World of Coffee iPhone app, available now on iTunes, or visit www.worldofcoffee.com.au.
World of Coffee Trivia is brought to you by Piazza Doro.
I wasn't really artistic-wise as in drawing faces on paper or canvas. To me, my canvas was the actual coffee, the creme off the milk and the coffee. So that's my medium. So that's what I actually can draw on when it comes to paper and painting on canvas. I can't really do it. So you can, in a way, my background is engineering. So I was more into, houses, bridges. So doing faces was actually a different medium for me. So I got inspired by my different customers, and it was a slow process to get where I am now.
Hi, I'm Justin Metcalf and welcome back to Box Hill Institute and the Coffee at Home segment. We're going to do the cappuccino. Beautiful coffee, mixture of coffee, milk and a lot of foam, a little bit of chocolate on top. So let's go and do it. Okay, so once again, we're going to take the handle off and clean and dry the basket. Now I know that I'm doing this all the time and it's, doesn't get boring, but it's a real practical thing to do. Simply because if you're grinding coffee fresh on demand, okay, like we're doing here, everything that you do has to be the same. So once you get your technique right and you're doing this exactly every time, there shouldn't be any reason why any of the coffee drinks that you do are good quality, of course. So tamping level and a polish, wiping, okay, purging, another step that's very important. The other important thing is as soon as you lock your handle on, engage the group. So make sure the water's flowing through the coffee straight away. Now, cappuccino is made up normally of espresso shot, a textured milk of more, probably equal parts foam and liquid milk. We pour it over and then we can shake a little bit of chocolate on top. And we're just finishing off now. Okay, so let's make sure that we purge our steam wand, taking out the excess condensation and give it a nice wipe. So with the cappuccino, what we're endeavouring to do here is we're stretching the milk on the surface a little bit more than the flat white or the cafe latte, because what we want is around about 2 centimetres of milk foam in the top of the cap. Okay, so we're nearly done here. Okay, once again, nice purge as well, keep it clean. Tapping, swirling around, making sure that that milk and the foam are still bound together, and we start the pour. A nice healthy amount of foam going in there. Might just top it up a little bit just to get that dome. Sprinkle of chocolate. It's a bit of an Australian thing, putting chocolate on the cappuccino. You won't see it in Italy. Let's have a try. Mixture of the chocolate and the foam of the milk and the coffee itself. Beautiful drink. And I've got the cappuccino smile. Here's a coffee at home quick tip. When you've finished making coffee, make sure that you put your coffee from your grinder back into its original packaging. Into an airtight container and into your dry cupboard.
Coffee at Home is brought to you by Barista's Own Coffee Training Room, situated at Box Hill Institute. Barista's Own Coffee Training Room provides the following short courses: espresso essentials, coffee art, coffee appreciation, master your domestic coffee machine, and introducing Bravo Barista, the 10-week intensive cafe coffee course brought to you by Barista Zone. Here at the World of Coffee, we not only bring you the best in all things coffee, we also give you the chance to win some amazing prizes. For your chance to win this amazing domestic coffee package that our very own Justin will be using for the entire series of World of Coffee, simply like us on Facebook and look out for updates and download your free World of Coffee iPhone app. This package, valued at $4,000, is kindly donated by our beautiful sponsors at Desave, Piazza d'Oro and Cafetto. It includes the Expo Bar Office Barista Minore coffee machine, the compact K3 grinder, 5 kilograms of premium Piazza d'Oro coffee beans, and a domestic cleaning pack from Cafetto. We will be giving away this amazing package at the end of the series to one lucky viewer, but you've got to like us on Facebook and get your free World of Coffee iPhone app to find out how to enter. But if you can't wait till the end of the series, we also have an amazing weekly prize up for grabs. Thanks to our good friends at Map Coffee, we are giving away our wonderful Bella capsule machine each and every week. This is a great way to enjoy your coffee at home using the latest in capsule coffee technology. No mess, no fuss, just great coffee each and every time. Make sure you like us on Facebook and look out for updates and download your free World of Coffee iPhone app for your chance to win every week with World of Coffee. This week's lucky winner of the Matt Bella coffee machine is Vanessa Moss. For your chance to win, like us on Facebook. Well, that's it for another week, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please drop us a line on the email below. My name's Yana Stavru. See you next week.
It's enough to make me cry. So
World of Coffee was proudly presented by Piazza d'Oro, served in all good cafes and now in all good homes.